And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Get up! 180!
Mike 55! Yo.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Red, up!
Here's Trubisky to throw.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Here we go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Bears.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Come on, boy.
Now it's Trubisky.
Don't be scared.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
It's our time.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get up.
Now it's Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here we go.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
It's a gain of 8.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Gun.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours?
Wait, hot.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's where you belong.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check.
From the 31, Cousins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Mike to 59.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
I'm coming, baby.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
58 is Mike. I got you.
Now Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go, fellas.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays.
Yellow.
DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Dalvin Cook is running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
Listen to me.
So even though he caught it, he turned it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is Simpson with a catch. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 last play. They doubled that here and get 8.
180.
Yeah, it's Mike.
Hey, can.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Where's the hot?
With Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
You got it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. The offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll run for it. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to run that advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
The score, Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, defense, let's
already
go.
down
Pick
2
it up.
touchdowns in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. They'll abandon it just yet and try and get some on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here comes the boom.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
180.
Check 55, Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check 55. Check
On
55.
3rd down, Trubisky.
Strip the ball.
And
Strip that ball.
Robinson with a big catch. That's good for 28 yards.
Come on, baby.
I
Let's
don't care
go.
how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
They tune it up. They know why they do it for
Here we
these
go.
situations.
Here we go
Understand.
They
again.
earn that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him
Come on
down
now,
as
let's
he's
go.
inside the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
180.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
180.
Mike, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day.
They'll throw on 1st down to Trubisky. He's got Burton here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so it's 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception,
Tight ends
you
Ringo.
come away
Tight
with
ends on
nothing.
Ringo. Tight ends on
Especially
the
through the field where he threw that. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Hunt.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Wait, Hunt.
Working out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Right there.
Right there.
Cousins to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
3rd and long for Cousins. Finds an open man, Simpson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Switch up.
The 43-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and it's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. 23 yards the pickup
Let's
there.
go, baby. Let's go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
I'm here all day.
Throw left side complete. It's Simpson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yellow.
59.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
A 57-yard.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it? Yeah. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10. Their 25-yard line to Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There we go.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
180.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
18.
It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
All day, defense, all day.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Fairbairn lining lining up for the extra.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession really in that punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the... of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go!
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. That's scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Foles. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
180.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Be alert!
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man up, D. Man up.
Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Foles, Danielle Hunter. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Whip. Watch the whip.
49. Check X3. 218. Chopper.
From the midfield stripe, they'll lift and throw. And he's going to go down again.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th
We got
down.
We got three. Three down.
So we
Three
reach
down.
halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Man,
They built
I got
a good
you.
first
Man, I
half
got you.
lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins, he's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Hey, come on,
now a
come
chance
on,
to make that big play really quick. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the ground, it's Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all
Quit
Oh.
talking
alone.
about it and bring it.
300. First. 5.
Check.
Cousins now. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown,
Give me the
Minnesota.
ball every time, fellas. I'm going to score.
From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bears 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their
Mike,
own
55.
At the line, prepping
Right
for their
there in the
next
middle,
drive, the
55.
Bears offense.
It's
They're
our
down in
time,
this
guys.
game. A
It's
chance
our
for the
time.
offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
They don't want
And
it,
you know
fellas.
at the half,
They
they discussed
don't want
how
it.
they were going to
Keep
get that
playing
done. This is where
hard,
scripting
fellas.
comes into play a
How
lot of the
many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. A starter or an opener, whatever they whatever terminology.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil
Big
Hunter
hit
in
all
there for
day.
the
Sack
7th
City.
time in
Sack
this game
City,
alone,
baby.
and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most
Tempo.
sacks ever in a single game.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
He's coming. We got double up.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Here's Foles. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here it comes.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
I got it.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
And the big fella stepped that one up in a big way. I think
make these
doubling
babies
him
cry all the
has
way
to be a
back home,
priority
yo.
because you can go to the next level. You don't take care of him first.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simpson. And he'll go down
I'm
here
gonna
at the
hit you
35-yard
all
line.
day, baby.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How
Push him
about the
back.
defense there,
Push him
swarming
back.
to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took
Your
their
trip
shot
is
all
here,
right, but
baby.
it comes up
Your trip
empty.
is here.
And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
I think you got to let him play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll take this up past the
Come on,
20
fellas.
and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Go, go, go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple.
Here we go, here we go,
Key
here we
to
go.
the drag route, letting the play develop, finding a hole in the defense, and giving your athlete a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1 yard to go.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
Hey, let's get in them holes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Come on, baby,
A
let's
little
go.
trickeration
Let's
there,
go.
but it doesn't fool them. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Jahan, 180.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They're not ready for this, man.
Off the play fake. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Wide.
Mike, check.
Throwing his Cousins. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brady?
made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Two. Hey, Echo.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
First down. Here's Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete? What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Black.
Mike's 5'9.
Golf. You mine.
Mike.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You go over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
Let them know.
just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Purple 64.
Bang.
Hey, zoom. Here go.
He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They scored here, especially a touchdown. It's almost, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They should have known, baby.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Bears now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Chicago.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
180.
Right there in the middle. 55. Man, I got you.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We got him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here we go.
Need something for deep in the bag. Tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is improve the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You took your starting quarterback out. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Two. Check. Take the hot.
Play fake. Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go!
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3.
Great.
It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Second and 3. Finding a safety valve there. That's complete. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
quarter.
You'd
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Check 24,
Ball up to the 35 as they come up on 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Mike, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front. They're going to bring this one home.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on. Through. Let's see what you got. Check.
That's why the Jets sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Easy. Slam. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Following the penalty. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Yeah, baby.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. They find the open man, Simpson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted him or that they think he's going to get the ball. Finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And an alley to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Come on now.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They got it 1st and goal in the game. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line,
Mark
prepping
55,
for their
Mark
next
55.
drive, the Bears
I'm
offense.
coming.
They've
I'm
lost
coming.
this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches
boy, I know you
want
felt
to. I
that
remember one time I was on a
know
team,
you felt that
and we
one.
were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it down, and maybe we look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third
54's
down.
Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's taken down, but able to
Let's go,
slip
boys,
across
let's
the
go.
35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears
Right
have
there,
the first.
54, right there,
Line
right
of
there,
scrimmage,
54
the
Mike.
37 on
go.
1st and 10. It's Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe
That's
2 and a
it, baby.
half to about the 39.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last one good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good
Let's
job.
go.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the
Here
hands
we
of their
go, here we go.
playmakers. So a lot
Here
of
we
credit
go.
to the
Down
defensive
to
game
him.
plan and especially the execution.
And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves,
Mike,
but they're
54.
also looking
All day,
forward
just
now.
like that.
These plays are really for next week, trying to get some more.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears
180.
offense ready to
Mike,
go
five,
for their
four.
next drive.
Check the
They
out,
are just
check the out,
obviously
check the
getting
out.
shellacked
Hatchet,
here in this one,
hatchet.
Charles. What's the message
go.
if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching,
Check.
playing, the
Watch 54.
whole
Watch
deal.
54.
And
Watch,
never
watch.
forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
Baby,
you want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.